We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington football team. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Isaac. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Don't make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Webster now to return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 2nd and 16. to throw. Isaac looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. On first down, Wall. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Vikings.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
At his 49-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Isaac. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 36. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Isaac. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Isaac. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Isaac. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Well, the return will stop right around the 25. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up
We're scoreless after one.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. And they'll need to convert 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
24 is the mark. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. 24.
Here's Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right on the 30. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
On 2nd down, Wall, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a give, right side. Wall, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the left side. Wall. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Off play action. Isaac. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking with those big behemoths starting to create space for you up front.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
4-yard line.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Short of the goal line.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
On second down now. Wall. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's now 4th and goal.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And sometimes you just put it in the hands of your quarterback, let him take you home.
And you just know the NFL playbooks nowadays have gotten just a little bit thicker because just about everyone has a quarterback run series involved now, and we just saw the evidence of it.
Do defenses hate that?
Drives them crazy because the quarterback is usually not a guy that runs the football. You cover everyone else, and all of a sudden he waltzes in on you.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has made this a one-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
The pass.
Give him 9 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. The open man is Smith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts,
First down,
as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on 1st down. Isaac. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Isaac. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
24 is the mic. Coming to you. Coming to you. 24 is the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 26. 24 is the mark. Your track, your track.
Rodgers now on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
First and
25 yards that time. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Gibson.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
33-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And it's 3-0 Washington. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Wall. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
By number 34. He was brought down by Kendall Fuller. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. From the gun, Isaac. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Complete.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
And inches.
And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
And the Vikings first down.
On first down, Wall. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
$15 yards on the play, first down.
That was a good, strong run for a first down, and they are just dominating right now on this drive. They've stayed on the field, which consequently means the opposition's offense can't get out there and score any points.
Let's go now. 60 Bison.
On first down, Isaac. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Isaac. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 18. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Another carry for
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Wall. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
On the play. Brings up third down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now a give, right side. Wall. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Wall. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Isaac. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
At the 17-yard line.
From the 17, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
40-yard line.
24 is the mark. What we got? What we got? What we got? 24 is the mark. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Flushed out. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. On first down, Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Danielle Hunter in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A gain of 14.
Washington on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now Rodgers on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Today's final score, Vikings 24.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Minnesota, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.